Here we go. Welcome back, my friends, my beautiful
Hello
friends.
there.
Hello there. How are you, man?
I'm good. What about you?
I'm fine, but I'm really captured, from your background. You're not in the usual room, right?
Indeed. I am in my living room as I'm moving my studio, and my studio is at the moment a big war zone. The old one and the new one. So, but more news about that later on.
Cool.
This is not the main topic of this episode. Welcome to Talking Studio Heads, everyone.
Exactly. Because we have a brand new topic. Actually, we are in the move of something. We are in a process. We are in a new world. Everything is changing, but what is not changing is the system that many companies actually are treating the artists, the producers. Just let me say the DJs, all the artists in general. Yesterday, we dropped out a post. I dropped a post on Facebook, on my social medias, around payouts. Sorry, I'm a bit tired because I had a long party night because we spent a lot of money that SoundCloud gave me as a payout yesterday, which is about, I can't even remember, is 58, roughly 60 cents.
Yeah, 62 cents.
Maybe 62 cents. We're talking about.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
I was like, oh, welcome to the club.
So anyway, we're talking about the dollar's currency and what it is about. I think I can even buy a coffee with that, which, okay, seriously speaking, is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, starting from the fact that I am a producer and a DJ, and I weekly update my SoundCloud page with brand new contents, with sets, with podcasts, with brand new tracks and whatever. And I start from the fact that I have roughly 22,000 people following that page.
Yeah.
Actually increasing, and having an average weekly plays, which is around 9,000 plays. All right, so 9,000, 10,000 plays each week.
Yeah, right.
So how the hell can we get a payout of 60 cents monthly? This is absolutely incredible, guys. I mean, there is something we are missing. There is something weird, which is not fair at all. If we start thinking that I, just like you and every producer or every DJ out there, create a podcast, a content, and which is a lot of job behind that content, I can even expect to get a payout of 50 or 60 cents monthly. If you know where I mean, I'm not talking about the single plays or single tracks plays, but let's focus on podcast. If you think about podcast, just like you, or a session, first of all, you need to pick tracks. Sometimes you have to buy tracks. I usually buy tracks, of course, as many DJs out there. I get promos. I try to pick and spend a lot of time on selecting tracks, which from my point of view is one of the most important part of the game, because you set in something which is really particular, which identifies you as a DJ, as a selector, as an artist. You know what I mean? So there is a job, there is a work behind that. Every single job, I think that every single work should be paid. You know what I mean?
To be rewarded.
Exactly.
And fairly.
Exactly. So if you think that, okay, roughly, let's say for example, okay, we have 10,000 people playing your music every single week. If your followers or if the listeners pay only 50 cents or 30 cents for every single play, you're gonna have weekly $3,000 weekly. All right, roughly. If you think about 30 cents by 10,000 play. Which is it?
Yeah,
That's a calculator. You know, I mean, yeah. Okay, just for example, it's incredible. You know what I mean? Of course, you have to pay taxes, you have to pay services, we have to pay all the artists around, you have to pay royalties, whatever. But at least, and thinking out loud, you can expect to get a reward of 60 cents monthly for that, which is absolutely a sheer ridiculousness.
Yeah. So
this is my point.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there are sorry for interrupting you. There are several that are increasing at the moment, and I think that SoundCloud is increasing their royalties or the payout from. I think they said something since April. Maybe they should change something from April. So I'm not sure, because my payout of 60 cents was about March plays. So let's see what is going to happen in April. But personally, I don't expect too much or too many changes in the business, because the system is corrupted itself. You know what I mean? Yeah. How can we change this? How can we improve this? Well, honestly, from my point of view, I'm not sure. I've seen Mixcloud is doing a little bit better, actually, but honestly, not that much from my point of view. I mean,
so I hear you. Yeah, and I completely get understand your frustration, and this is the frustration that many of us are
sharing. Exactly, the many of us is sharing. We are facing difficult times, but even though we are not, if even in a normal life, this can be accepted at all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? This is not fair, exactly, because everyone is a job in this business. So why not reward the workers? That's it.
I'm really looking forward to hearing everyone else's opinion about this, because it's very important that you guys participate in here. Maybe you have another opinion.
Yeah.
And the thing is, and I think at this point that all of you guys need to understand that when you pay a service such as Spotify, to begin with, 10 euros a month, it's actually not going into our pockets.
Exactly. What we are saying is, okay, well, maybe, sorry for interrupting you again, but many people do not know that we, as an artist and as an owner of a track, I usually get 0.0043 cents each play. Can you imagine how many plays that I have to get 100 euros?
Yeah.
Roughly, all right? So
as a creator, who makes time to actually create music and everything, you're not getting your fair share.
Yeah.
As a service provider, as a DJ, let's say, you are not getting anything at all, because
because we are collecting tracks are not yours.
Yeah. And on top of that, you should keep paying for the services, for distributing your records, and for everything else. I hear you. This is very bad, and this is very unfair. And this is the same unfairness we can experience in today's worldwide global economy.
Exactly.
This is why there is a label on some food products that you probably know, which is the fair trade logo. You know it, right?
Absolutely.
Because when you buy some coffee, because you and I both like coffee, when you buy some coffee from Ethiopia,
exactly, okay, that's the point.
If it's not fair trade, it means that the guys, the brokers who distribute the coffee, okay, buy it at ridiculous prices.
Sorry for interrupt you again, but there is a kind of, let me say, it is a huge word, it's a terrible word, but there is a kind of slavery behind it.
Exactly.
I don't want to say that we are all slaves of the system, but somehow I just want to say that please think about that. And this is not, it's not.
We have transformed the independent creators into the third world of creation.
Exactly.
Well, everything that's corporate, and that's what you need to know when you get something from Spotify or even SoundCloud or now Beatport. There are big capital funds
exactly
behind them. There are shareholders, and all they want is either get money, collect money that they won't pay taxes for because they place that money into Cayman Islands, Luxembourg, Ireland, and everything. And on the other hand, they want your data because they can sell it.
Exactly, guys.
You see what I mean? This is what we are going through now. This completely corrupt system, owned by the corporate business. Because who owns Spotify?
Exactly.
I mean, in terms of money, the major companies, the likes of Universal, Sony, etc. Who owns SoundCloud? The same people. The same capital funds, the same shareholders. And all they want is to make money. They don't care about the content. They don't care about the content. And they see, and Beatport is going that streaming way as well now by just cutting. Have you seen that? They are cutting the process of purchasing and downloading a track. Because now from Beatport, you can go straight to Tractor or Pioneer.
Exactly.
Without having to spend any money. And I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What about
this? This is the Twilight Zone, and people accept to do this.
Yeah.
This is how people value the art.
Yeah.
It made me not very mad, but it made me very sad to actually discover that when you rant about it, people that you barely get a reaction.
Yeah, agree with you. I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, I'm just trying to say that we are giving you some episode of Talking Studios talking about anything else. We are a little podcast talking about music, but please do not forget and be aware of this system, which is our system, which is correct. I had several mails last night saying, how can we change this? How can we improve this? Probably we will talk about in the next episode of, of different words or NFT, for example, or different methods to change the shit. Sorry, but I'm really pissed. I'm really angry about,
Angry.
So, exactly. But I think we have several methods to change this.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that you have to donate, or if you want to do this, let's do this. But I don't want to say, please donate because we are collecting money to improve, to live day by day. Not at all. But please do artists what they expect to do. I mean, again, this is a job. Reward the workers.
Yeah. I have the experience of having a news shop.
Oh.
So I had a direct contact with the customers.
That's amazing.
And this is what we can enhance from our point of view, have a better communication and better relationship with our customers, with our first customers.
Relationship between you and people. Nobody is in the middle, and nobody is transforming this communication between you. Sorry.
At some point, I'm sure that people will get to us. But having donations, just like last year, was a very good experiment after all. Exactly. Because it made us understand that people are ready to support us.
Absolutely. And I really appreciate that.
So the NFT market you are talking about is absolutely a very important weak link in the chain of things that could improve our business and But the thing is, it's not the only thing we could do, of course. But having this strong relationship with our customers and our listeners and our fans, after all, is very important. It's very important. The thing is, and that's very important too, to have everyone to understand, is the fact that we cannot afford a big ad campaign.
Yeah,
we are not in this position,
of course.
And so I felt like doing the reverse operation now. Actually, I am considering giving Spotify and Apple Music the tracks, but 6 months after official release on my website.
Yeah,
and on my NFT site.
Yeah, why not? I mean, it makes sense actually, because people who want to support you do it before the others. It's a kind of reward.
It's
people that follow you.
It's a question of balance, you know.
Yeah,
I completely understand that people that people who are actually not fans or who don't have much money, well, just like they watch Netflix, you know, or Amazon Prime or Disney Plus.
Exactly.
They don't want to watch the latest thing unless, so they just turn to these to these services, and they subscribe and they pay each month.
Yeah.
And they pay a certain amount of money, and in return they get the programs that. And if you want something a bit more premium,
sure,
just like HBO Max or Disney Plus, premium, or you would get something more.
Yeah,
and so I think we just need to adapt the strategy to today's world, to make it very, very clear towards the people from Silicon Valley, guys.
Yeah, of course.
They're doing a great job at giving people the opportunity to listen to the music, to hear the music that we also make as creators.
Yeah, sure.
But we could actually talk about, be a bit smarter, and just say, hey, guys, completely understand, but if I give it to you right away when it's released, I get nothing.
This is not working. Exactly. Okay, just let me add the last thing because I just want to clear my point of view about that. I mean, I strongly believe that music should be spread to everyone in every single little corner of this world. All right.
Totally.
Okay. So I'm not the kind of guy who say, okay, this is going to be exclusive, and if you pay more, just try to not misunderstand me.
Yeah.
I will offer pretty much anything to anyone, because I strongly believe that music is a soul thing.
Yeah.
But from another point of view, we need to live.
We need to live. And most people who actually can afford.
Yeah, exactly. This is what
Spotify or an Apple Music or several services.
Yeah.
They are people like you and me, aka the privileged.
Yeah, the lucky ones, the privileged one, exactly. Who can afford, let's do this, at the same time to give my music kind of for free, just like we always done in the last 15 years. But this is not working anymore.
No, that's not.
No, exactly.
So we need to readapt the strategy behind the release.
Exactly. This is totally unbalanced. There is no fairness at all right now. That's it. And again, people or listeners or supporters or fans, this is not your fault at all. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the system who owns this. Who totally,
You know, actually, I was even considering.
Yeah.
I know it sounds a bit crazy, but for my shows like Progressions and just like eventually yours, what about we just create music for the show, and we just say, hey guys, sorry, we cannot promote your music anymore, because it's not.
This is my.
It's not filling the bank accounts.
Yeah,
and we just make it a twist. So we just play weekly or monthly a show full of our music.
My music, exactly. At the same time, it's a good idea actually, because sometimes I usually do. I mean, I just like you. Actually, you have tones and more different aliases. I usually last week on Patterns, actually 3 days ago on Patterns, I played 3 different remixes of mine and 2 brand new original with different name, but they are always mine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Of course we can do this, but at the same time, I think that people are missing a lot of great music. That's the point. That from amazing artists out there. It's a kind of gift. I usually
and they're just in the same situation after all. If they cannot count on our support, they will fade out, and the great value that there is in music will vanish in a few years' time if we don't. We cannot always say only the strong will survive, or it's the survivor thing. It's not about being resilient, because both you and I are very resilient people. We've been doing this thing for over 25 years now.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's going way beyond that. We need younger people to be supported too. And we need to find a balance and a good thing to do about this. And we are welcome. You are welcome. This is what I meant, to actually feel free to share your opinions about this in the comment section below, because I'm really
we're really curious about that.
Okay, that's it for this show, I guess, because it's been way over time now. But I'll see you next week for another episode of Talking Studio Heads, and
episode of Talking Studio Heads
with the one and only Gai Barone and myself, Wave. And have a great day, Father, everyone, and see you.
You guys. Thank you. Ciao, Laurent. The one and only Laurent. Ciao.